What is Shooting Hurts? It's a single-player retro-style game where your magazine is directly connected to your HP. Thus the name Shooting Hurts. You play as this little guy, and you have to defeat a various number of cubes in order for a door to open in the wall. But there are a few obstacles, such as existential crises and the fact your only weapon is literally draining your soul. This game may seem simple from the outside, and you would be right, but you can play it with different playstyles, which is pretty cool for the type of game that it is. There's a shield you can use that doesn't drain any health, and if you pair that with seldom firing, it results in a very safe and defensive playstyle. You can also play very offensive by spamming every shot you can before dying and trying to rely on using the shields as sky-hopping platforms to avoid bullets while you're on low health. Or you can play with a little bit of both. Something about that. I just see 3 dots on the ground. This game uses an art style that I like to call low poly. And to be frank, I like it, even though it mostly consists of just a lot of cubes. I've always been a fan of low poly art, and games such as games like Unturned or TabG. They feel very clean, and paired with a bit of retro design, low poly works out perfectly. And this game seems to have executed that retro feel really well, mostly with the sound design, while maintaining a 90s shooter feel. Those two types of games right there are probably the most satisfying you can get. What made it even better was the fact that you can bunny hop on your own platforms. It feels like I'm playing a mix of Quake and Minecraft. I gotta think outside the cube and shoot the cubes that I need to shoot. I'm not gonna act like this game doesn't have flaws, just like that joke you heard. I didn't see any problems or glitches in the mechanics, just a few things that would make it less annoying. The main thing is that there was no volume or sensitivity settings that I saw. I do understand that it's an indie game, but I think it could be much better if those two things could be featured in any later update or something. Also, one other thing is, I think Q is a really awkward place for the button you're going to be spamming constantly. Like, I have to put my hand in a really weird position and jump with my other hand and stuff. I'm you, but from the future. You know you could just right click, right? Well, I mean, it would have been easier if it was like in the tutorial. Oh, and also, you were going to make a really bad pun about like a thinking outside the cube or something, and you were going to regret it for a really long time. Oh no, I already said that. Why? Why? Well, anyways, I'm here to kill you and take your place. Wait, what? So, what do I think about the game? I think it's really cool. The concept opens up a lot of ways to play, yet the developer did a good job at keeping it simple and casual. On a final note, this game would be amazing in multiplayer. Co-op or PvP, either way I think it would be a clever spin on the classic shooter. But that's all I have for today. I'd really appreciate if you left me some feedback in the comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Thanks for watching this episode of Blind Review, and I'll see you next time.